What's your name? What's your game? Fuck, we're hot. Alright. Ladies and gentlemen of YouTube.com, welcome to tonight's presentation of After Dark. I'm your host, Jarvis Godden of Voyager Arts VAYT. I'm trying to make sure everything's good with the stream. I can't fucking tell from here. Today we got something very special for you today. This is a stream I actually wanted to make. Oh man, yeah, because last stream we acted some sort of Halo machinima. It's pretty boring. It was like, I don't know, it was like a 12-year-old tried to make a Stanley Kubrick film in Halo Reach. It wasn't great. But we're past that now. We're past that. We're probably going to talk about it some more with our good buddy from across the pond tomorrow, because we're doing yet another stream. Probably start actually making videos instead of streaming. But yeah, no, today we are going to be reacting to the leaked Disney pilots. No one is talking about this, and I have every single one right here. Look at this. Look at this. Look, main cam plate. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this, dog. We got all these different pilots. Look at that. I don't know if it shows up on here. I want to go to the browser. I got some shit in there. I don't want you niggas to see it. I don't want you niggas to see that. But look at this. We got all the pilots. This is insane. I mean, you can't hear anything because I have it on mute, because I know they got like copyrighted shit in there. But look at this. Oh my god, this is crazy. We got Shred Force. We got like the 7D. We got like, what's it called? Hold on, I'm trying to make sure OBS didn't fuck up the ratio. Yeah, look at this. We got the Ghost of Mom McGee. This one's actually pretty good. I saw the full pilot for this. Can we stop messing up the aspect ratio, please? Thank you kindly. And just show, this is actually the pilot. Yeah, you can see like Andrea was like the original baseball villain. And we got the Owl House. I love the Owl House pilot. I like the actual show pilot, but this is some really solid shit, and I wish they had gone this direction with the show, because I think it would have been a bit more classic, and I think it would have been a little bit more fun. And there you got all the school scenes. This is awesome. I'm really happy I was able to find it. Oh my god, can we get some good proportions here? I may lock it in one place for a second. But yeah, we got like the Wander Over Yonder pilot. I have a friend, he really loves the show. I've never been particularly into it. Okay, we could blow that up. So just to prove to you, this is it. This is everything. And I'm going to be going over every single one, but I'm going to have like a sort of analytical point of view of it. I'm going to say, should this be a show? Well, we're going to break it down to a couple factors. We're going to go to the cartoonian classroom and really find out. So, ladies and gentlemen, this should be a lot of fun. Oh man. Alright, so yeah, let's take a look at the chat. I should show all chat and messages. I don't know what the fuck, because it doesn't show all the fucking messages. Bro, what we got? We got Pharrell Scott, the fucking Cody from SML Profile Picture. He says hi. That's always a good way to start it. Yeah, I'd rather the first message in the stream be hi instead of the news to all black Muslims out there. This is the final call. Actually, hold on, wait a second. I'm gonna turn my camera on for this. I want to show you guys. I got a newspaper. Keep getting this newspaper because I live in an area where people are kind of brain dead. And if you take a look at this. Hold on. Okay, I gotta make sure that's clean. If I turn on the, what's it called? The video capture device real quick. And show that. Look at this shit. It's like the final call. It's like some sort of racist, like like xenophobic newspaper, and I just have it. It's crazy, man. So it's genuinely some wild shit. But yeah, I don't know how I got that. I really just wanted to show that off because I have no desire to read it, and I'm probably going to use it as lining for the fucking dog kennel. So let me just say, fuck the final call. the true savior is not actually riding in that. All right. Up next, we got DG ___ says Judgment Day awaits you, Haley. There you go. Yeah, fuck Haley's on it. Oh, where was I today? I forget where I was, but they had like Haley's on it, or was it? It was last night. It was last night. They had Haley's on it playing, and I was like, wow, I must be about to die because this is my final destination. My final destination is having to watch Haley's on it. That is my particular final destination right there. And Pharrell Scott said, I haven't seen a single one of these. These are new for me. I think you're probably gonna enjoy them. There's some pretty good animation in them. Let's hope we don't get fucking copyright strike by Disney because they will fuck me up to no end. We got me in production said no, but seriously, go over the Beverly Hills Chihuahua pilot first, por favor. Shit, I'm down. I wasn't gonna. I didn't have any particular order, but I will look at the Beverly Hills Chihuahua one first. And then y'all said hi Puffy Amayumi show. I have a friend who's really into hi Puffy Amayumi. I don't get why, but whatever. You know, people got their own taste. So shit. I mean, I don't know how much of the audio I can actually play. Sorry guys, my mic is up way too fucking loud because I'm still operating like it was broken. So that's the main gameplay. I'm gonna boost the desktop audio just a little. I gotta make sure the volume's good for me. I don't fucking blow my eardrums out. This isn't a fucking Clips album. Alright, here we go. Bro, this is nuts. Okay, let me turn the audio down a bit. Okay, so I mean this is it's decent. I mean, the way I see it is like, would I let my kid watch this show? Yeah, probably. It's fucking Beverly Hills Chihuahua. So, I think if my kid could watch this without having like a seizure or being indoctrinated in some sort of agenda, cough, cough, Chip Chilla, and the Turtle Twins, then yeah, no, I'd be down with this. Okay, as we skip forward, we're not gonna watch the whole thing, obviously, because I don't want to get fucking nuked off the face of the earth, but okay, what do we got? Okay, the animation's pretty good. What the heck? What the fuck? This is crazy. Now, look, dog, we're watching these pilots with the mindset of, what did Disney greenlight instead of this? What the fuck? They're like hiding out behind the house. What the fuck? Chat. Chat. Are you seeing this? What is that? What is that? If I go back in the clip a little bit. What is that? Okay, look. Like I said, I was going into this with the mindset of should Disney have made this into an actual show? The answer is no. Needless to say, this is not something that you show to kids. I don't know why that needs to be said in 2024, but apparently it does. There's a mosquito on the wall. That's distracting me. But yeah, no, this is either way. Just giving it a cursory glance so YouTube doesn't sodomize me with copyright. It's like the animation is good, the music is good, although it's gonna give me a copyright strike, and you know this fucking cornball here. He's about to beat the shit out of that woman who doesn't understand how plants work. That's some fucking Jonathan Majors shit, bro. Should have made him a black dude from Duncanville. And so, yeah, I mean, this is cool. Like, the character designs, they're decent and everything. Um, Personally, I would not greenlight this because that dude's leg looked way too much like a cock. But I think if that scene wasn't included, then I probably would greenlight this because compared to the shit that they actually did greenlight, it's that's pretty good. It's pretty good compared to the other shit they greenlit, and it makes sense because it would be like brand synergy between like Disney brands, like actually having the Beverly Hills Chihuahua thing. I just don't understand how Disney could honestly fumble this. Like how exactly do you fuck something like this up? That's 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 really just bizarre to me. I think I think this might be a thing where like they split it into two separate episodes, like two disparate. Did they? Oh no, because it's only 11 minutes long. There you go. And see, the animation isn't even too bad, and it looks pretty cheap. So yeah, they could have gone with this, bro. I think they could have run with this. They could have done pretty well, but they didn't because they fucking suck. Disney is run by idiots. It's like you had a successful show right here. Decent animation, good for kids to watch. Had like funny talking dogs. Had a little bit of a musical element, and then you just fucking let it pass by so you can greenlight some dog shit like Haley's on it. Excuse me? How does that make any fucking sense? I don't know. I mean, I like. Look, dog. I may be tripping, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. Oh, we got me production said. Also, I'm hyperfixating on Ed, and Nettie, and Hatsu and Miku. If you're gonna hyperfixate on some, Ed, and Nettie is probably the thing to hyperfixate on. I don't know that much about anime, and I can tell Hatsu and Miku sounds like a Japanese thing. I don't know nothing about that. I don't talk about that. DG underscore said, I will not kiss Scott Dingoga. God, these last names. Yeah, she said she won't. She probably should, because her show's about to end. Like, if I were Disney, I would not give that show a second season. A piece of shit. The production said, the intro to the pilot slaps. I mean, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. And then Pharrell Scott said, what the fuck? What the fuck are you saying what the fuck about, man? What the fuck, man? That's kind of rude. No, I'm just playing. But actually, hold on, let's go back and watch the intro. What we got here? Yeah, it should have gotten George Lopez to do the voice of the fucking brown chihuahua. That would have been fucking hilarious. God. Alright. Alright. Okay. Well, that was Beverly Hills Chihuahua. That's a solid 7 out of 10. Again, I don't like how that dude's like look like a cock, but that was honestly pretty solid. That was honestly pretty solid. Not gonna lie. Oh God. Okay, then we got someone else in the chat. We got a fucking comedian here. We got fucking we got fucking Ayo, man. Fucking Ayo. Why you gotta come on here and do this to me? Okay, Ayo. Long time friend of mine. Long time fellow to Voyagers YT. After this, you probably won't be seeing him anymore. He said, how could you be excited for the downfall of Rooster Teeth? Camp Cam was a revolutionary piece. I mean, look, here's the thing. Rooster Teeth sucks. Rooster Teeth sucks as bad as the rest of Austin, and it took me a while to realize that. But Camp is the exception. It's not the rule. You know, and they put out that last season right as the company was about to die. It's like a show like Camp was too good for them. They didn't deserve it. They didn't deserve it. And I wanted to work there. Shit, they didn't deserve me. That's what I'm saying. That's all I'm trying to say. You know? So I'm glad that they're undergoing a downfall. Maybe then the city of Austin can buy it and build a new fucking airport. Who fucking knows? Oh my god. But okay, I'm gonna shoot you a message by the way. See if you want to get in on this shit, cause this it ain't no fun if the homies can't get none. I'm gonna get canceled for saying that. Maybe production said, "Where's the PNG tour? Can you tell him that Skillet from 12 Ounce Mouse is the better chinchilla than Chip Chilla? Then really any chinchilla is better than Chip Chilla, cause Chip Chilla is like fucking right wing propaganda." Actually, I can show you the PNG tuber right now. Where is he? Oh my god, this is really fucked up too, because literally what I gotta do to make this joke work is I actually have to create the repo for the new episode. So, and I can't show that on the stream, but I will show you what 3-578. 3-578 Birch 1 rev source. Okay, like if it will satiate you, I will show you exactly where the PNG tuber is right now. I need to delete that input. Where the fuck is it? Okay, give me a sec. Trying to get OBS to work with me. Ah, bruh, come on. Oh, fuck it, man. Have I just got to do a display capture? I'm going to do a display capture. There we go. There we go. Okay. Here you go. Here's the fucking PNG tuber. I genuinely don't know what's going on. It's usually not this bad. But, yeah, the PNG tuber is somewhere in here. Actually, I probably shouldn't show that. But, yeah, soon there will be an entire episode of the PNG tuber in this area. Trust. You just gotta wait. You gotta be patient. It's gonna take some time to see him, but I promise you, when you see him, it'll be worth it. It's gonna be tonight. I should have just said tonight. That would have made things a hell of a lot easier. But yeah, that's where he is. Let me remove that because nobody needs to fucking see that. And then can we get the mini pop player? Wait, let's go. I did not think that would work. All right, yeah. Probably drawn everyone away, haven't I? Me production say anyone with the name. What name? What? What does that say? Anyone with the name Chip is evil. I'm sorry. The emoji thing is blocking. Oh yeah, anyone with the name Chip is evil. Okay. I cannot fucking read because YouTube fucking blocks out everything. Absolutely insane. Your child's right. It is fucking right. Sorry, just sent me a message. And DG said, underscore. DG said, New Wish looks like shit. Nah, you're right. It looks pretty bad. And I'm debating whether I should review it. Because the thing about reviews is that they don't get as many views as, like, basically really any other form of content. So, I mean, it's like, if you do a pregame before the show comes out, then you're golden. You're good. I mean, you're probably going to get, like, a decent amount of views. And I saw that firsthand with the Kung Fu Panda thing most recently. Is like the video I made about the movie before it came out, that did pretty fucking well. Got a couple thousand views. When the movie comes out, nobody watches the review. So I don't know. I think if I can find a good angle with a New Wish, I'll do it. But it will be talked about very soon because I got the State of Nickelodeon video coming out very soon because you guys apparently wanted to see that, and so. That will be what transpires. Alright, sorry for the dead there. Alright. What else we got? We gotta power through this. And up next we got Shred Force. Gonna turn this down because there's obviously a lot of music and I did not want to get a copyright strike. Alright, look at this. This looks badass, bro. Oh my god, bro. Nah, dog, look at this. This is fantastic. This is absolutely fantastic right here. And I don't think I can overstate it enough. This is some phenomenal animation. This is not even something that I would like expect from television. This is like some straight up shit that I would see in like a fucking in like a fucking classic Disney movie, honestly, because everything's so fluid, but they used a CGI art style. That is amazing. And I didn't even notice it at first. I thought it was like kind of flash animated at first. That's not the case, man. This is fantastic. Look at that. Like in scenes like that, you can tell it's CGI, but I think they're switching between 2D and 3D, but it just looks so good. I don't know. It gives it a really unique look, and oh my god, man. Oh, that's so cool. Okay, let me turn that shit down because they're obviously playing some copyrighted. But it's like Disney, they could have had this. You know, this could have been in their library. This could have been in their repertoire. They could have had the talent behind the show, but they just decided to, I guess, abandon it. I don't know why. This is so cool. You have the musical element, which they want to have in all their shows. I mean, the only issue with this is that you have to put it on Disney XD because it appeals to boys. That's the only real issue there. But this animation is fantastic. This is extremely well done. Look at that. Holy crap, this could have been like another great action cartoon, but it's Disney, so they just fucking forsake everything. Hold on. Flip horizontal. There we go. Sorry, I have to do this. Disney is going to fuck me in a place that I don't consent to. And so, yeah, just take a look at this shit, man. This looks so cool. This looks so cool, man. What the heck? If I was between the ages of like 7 and 13, I would have thought this is the coolest shit in the world. This looks fucking amazing. This looks like one of those graphic novels that you get at the fucking book fair, you know? Yeah, this is amazing, bro. See, bro, you got the rambunctious kids, you got like the irate authority figure, you know, police officer. You had everything, bro. You got all these fucking rock legends. You got the rock legends, and then they did nothing with this. You have great like 2D slash 3D animation. I can barely tell what the fuck this is. I assume it's 3D. That's just really well integrated with 2D. And you just how do you let this slip through your hands? That's my issue with fucking what's it called? Like just the animation industry in general. That's my big issue with it. The problem is that they buy the rights to these projects, and then they just hoard them like a bunch of money grubbing you know what. They just hoard them so no other studio can have them. It's like, let somebody else do something with this property because this is really, really good. This is fantastic. Okay, now I think it's 2D animation, and then it goes to 3D when they wanna show off or when they get their money back. I honestly can't tell which is which right now, but the art style is still consistent all the way through, and that's how you do a 2D 3D mix. That's what a lot of shows don't necessarily understand, and so the style looks disjointed. You know, sometimes it's intentional with stuff like Gumball. Sometimes it's not. And look at that, bro. I can't. I really don't want to play the audio because they're gonna fucking strike me. Let's see. Look at this. Do the singing. You got the musical element. It's just the only issue. Just turn the guy with the long hair into a girl, and then you can have a successful Disney show. I promise you, this would have done very, very well. At least as well as the network would have allowed it to do. It just blows my mind. You just let a show like this slip away. That's fucking unbelievable. Disney, they're run by idiots. They're run by idiots. They're run by morons. Okay? I will say that until my dying breath. They're run by idiots. I think most entertainment companies are run by morons. Well, Actually, that's a bit too nice. I think there's another word for what they're run by, but I can't say that unless I get taken down. But this is ridiculous. Just look at look at the animation. It looks so good. I think it's really less the animation. It's more the art style. Like shit, this looks awesome. Look at it. They got like little monsters and shit. This is crazy. I'm watching this through the stream thing. I'm not actually watching it through OBS. Oh man, yeah. No, everybody in chat like they're saying Disney is lame as fuck for passing on this. Yeah, it gives you Atomic Puppet vibes. I've heard of it. I haven't seen it though. I think if I have seen it, I don't remember it. Yeah, Feral Sky says the art looks really good here. And it says it's like how Nickelodeon did Greenlight Adventure Time. Excuse me, gas. The story behind Adventure Time actually is that I think the Adventure Time pilot was owned by one of the producers. It wasn't actually owned by the dipshits at Nickelodeon. So I think because the producers owned the rights, they had an incentive to actually make money off this shit. And then they showed it to Cartoon Network, and then Cartoon Network took it. You know, Adventure Time is like a multi-$100 million property, and it never would have happened if, like, the idiots in Nickelodeon were able to get a hold of it. You know? I mean, they didn't even want it in the first place. That's my big thing. But this is awesome. This Shred Force stuff, this is awesome. Ain't no doubt about it. And yeah, DG underscore said Nick would have treated Adventure Time poorly. Yeah, and here's my thing. I'm not the biggest fan of Adventure Time. Like, I loved the show when it was on. Don't get me wrong. I think it's probably one of the most important cartoons ever made. Probably one of the most important cartoons in the history of Cartoon Network. You know, and they didn't do everything right. I think when 2016 rolled around, the show went off a cliff and it never recovered. But they were allowed to do things that, like those miniseries, they had like in-depth lore. Every single episode contributed to the lore, for better or for worse. It was a really in-depth show, you know? It is a true work of art. On, what was it? God, I'm trying to think. It was like, I don't know. If Adventure Time was on Nickelodeon, it would be nothing more than a piece of crap. Nothing more than drivel that you put on for your kids because you're too lazy to parent them. That's all it is. That's all it would have been. And I think stuff like Shred Force, if this was on Disney, they probably would have changed it significantly from the pilot. Sometimes that's for the best, sometimes it's for the worst. And look, maybe they would have fucked it up, but like Adventure Time would have been fucked up if it was on Nick. I don't know. But the fact that this exists, this fucking work of art, and it never got a chance to be anything more than a pilot that, you know, fucking random people have to react to, and that nobody talks about. This is awesome. You know, you think about everything that goes into making an episode of like a TV show. Everything that goes into it. All like visual effects have to be done. Just think about all the After Effects artists, all the people working in probably Maya. There's probably Maya. You know, stuff like that. And this work, it just goes unappreciated because Disney, the people who funded it, they don't care. Could not give a solitary shit about what was made, about, honestly, the dedication that obviously went into this thing. Now, if this was like some random ass piece of shit pilot that was just made because somebody took a little bit too much ketamine the night before and couldn't come up with a coherent pitch in the meantime, then that'd be a different thing. This had some heart and soul put into it, bro. This would appeal to kids. This would appeal to friggin' everybody. You know, this would have like crossover appeal. It would appeal to boys and girls, young and old. You could have an audience of actual kids who, quote unquote, will buy the stuff in the advertisements. And you could have like adults who appreciate the show for just being a work of art. But oh fucking course not. Disney just can't give us one single good fucking thing. The company is run by idiots. And I'll keep on saying that, man. Yeah, no, you're right. You're right for real, Scott, bro. Disney, yeah, Nickelodeon, they would have treated Adventure Time poorly. I doubt that Disney would have treated this well. But the fact that it exists, we should just appreciate that, man. We should just appreciate that, cause man, these cartoon channels, they don't got any respect for their cartoons. And I already ranted about that a little bit today, and I don't want to tread new ground because it's gonna be something for later. But man, tisk tisk tisk. Then Ruben Guzman says we need more gay ass live action shows. I don't know what you're quoting. I assume you're quoting the video. I'm not sure in which video that was said in. I do agree. We do need more gay live action shows. I'm sick and tired of seeing the same played out, fucking romantic comedy bullshit. You know, like that one movie, Anybody But You, that just came out by Sony, and it's like, I'm sorry, but I could not give a solitary shit about what these two are going through. How about you show me something actually fucking interesting? Give me some drama. And the best way to do drama is to make them gay. You know, that's my take. I mean, I may be exposing myself, but I think that's the best way to do drama because it's not something you see every day. And you can get some mileage out of that. So, no, I do agree. And then, Frost guy says, if it's time my Nick would have gotten 2 seasons tops. Yeah, if that. You look at that one show, Making Fiends. I got like 6 episodes before it was just canceled. No, that's not true. I think 3 more episodes aired on like Nicktoons, like 3 years after it was fucking canceled. And then the creator, she can't do anything with it because she don't own the rights anymore. It's fucked up. Or I don't know if she doesn't own the rights or if it's like a trademark issue, but yeah. Oh man, look at the animation in this pilot, bro. It looks so good. Yeah, it looks really, really good. Got a fucking fly buzzing around me. Do I look like a fucking cadaver to you? Get the fuck out of here. Go to Congress. We got a Ruben Guzman said, what do you think, Glitch Text? I love Glitch Text. That was a fantastic fucking show. I was watching it when it came out during the pandemic. That was a fucking amazing show. And it's a shame that it ended before it could really hit its stride because it was already good, but you can tell they were trying to take it to another level. They never got to do that because Nick screwed with them. So, of course, sort of feeds into what Pharrell Scott was saying. It was like Glitch Text. It didn't really get more than 1 season, you know. And the second season was in production, but they just had 1 season to split in half and said this is season 1 and this is season 2. So, I don't know. It's fucked up. Nick don't treat their shows right. Disney don't treat their shows right. Cartoon Network, they did for a while, and then I think by the time OKKO ended, it was pretty clear that they had become hostile towards everything that had made their network great in the first place. They were just taking endless L's. Endless fucking L's. Got 2 monkeys right there. I don't know what the fuck that's about. Be a Shred Force. A Disney Channel exclusive. That was hashtag totally awesome. Alright, yeah, that was Shred Force. That'd be a 10 out of 10. I'd be sobbing in the boardroom if I were an executive because to have something like that fall into my lap, oh my god. Could you think about how much money you could make? If you make that show, you think about how many people you could actually entertain instead of making garbage shows like friggin' Hamster and Gretel. Here's my thing. You got a show like Shred Force, okay? Look at this. Look at this action. Look at this animation. Bro, look at this. This is some fantastic CGI. Every single character, tons of great visual effects work done. Well, this is just one big visual effect. But look at that. And then they sort of integrate the music into the action. Oh, look at that, bro. Like someone in chat said, yeah, it would be expensive to make. Yeah, it'd be expensive to make, but it'd be worth it. Cause this, they got Dana Schneider as the villain, bro. This is a world class fumble. This is a 10 out of 10. The fact that they greenlit shit like, hate to be so mean, but like stuff like Hamster and Gretel, and then they just completely disregard art like this. It shows. They don't care about you. They don't care about they. I don't know. I think it's a matter of favors. If you're wanting to get down and you're wanting to turn some tricks, you know, then you'll get a show at Disney Channel. You know, it's like that one Family Guy clip where Walt Disney was getting Minnie to undress and all that weird casting couch shit. I think that's probably what you got to do at Disney to get your show past a certain point, to get your show to season 4. Because if you look at every single show they got on right now, if you look at the list of programs they broadcast, how many of them are in their 4th season? I think Big City Greens. That's about it. They put out 3 cartoons last year: Moon Girl, Kif, and Haley's on It. Only Moon Girl was renewed for a 2nd season beforehand, probably because they have the Marvel money. Then you have, what's it called? Then you have Kif, that fucking horrible show. I think that got renewed for a 2nd season, but that was probably gonna be the last one. Because what cultural impact does Kif have? What value does that have to society? I could not tell you. I mean, it keeps people employed, but it they couldn't be employed on a better show because they're obviously just writing shit down. They don't care what they write, obviously. And what else they got? They got Haley's on It. That dog shit ass show. That didn't even get renewed for a 2nd season beforehand. That show is just down in the fucking gutter. It's over. It's done. They aren't gonna do anything with it. And it has no cultural impact. The only good thing it does is the representation. And I'll say that about a lot of shows, but if that's the only good thing you're doing, then that's not good. That's really bad. You gotta have more to representation to make your project good. Just look at fucking Ghostbusters 2016. Love how they have all women. It's great. You're giving opportunities to female comedians. How about you make the movie not shit? It's that easy. I'm kind of tripping, man. I'm kind of tripping. But like, really, my big thing is that like a show like Shred Force could have done so much for animation. It could have been a show that people look back on and say, hey, that was pretty good. That was pretty good. You know, because kids nowadays, they don't really have shows they can look back on and say, okay, that was kind of badass. Like fucking Symbionic Titan. You guys remember fucking Symbionic Titan? They aired that shit like early in the morning. That was so cool. You know, Symbionic Titan. It was a show that was designed for an audience. It had commercial appeal, and fuck, bro, it just and they just got rid of it, and they had Genndy Tartakovsky behind it, the dude in animation who keeps getting shafted, even though time and time again he's proven that he has the credentials. Do make Samurai Jack, do make Dexter's Lab, do worked on the good seasons of the Powerpuff Girls, okay? Ridiculous. And around the time he did Symbionic Titan, you know what he was doing? He was directing multi-million-dollar blockbusters with Hotel Transylvania 1, 2, and 3, and he did a fantastic job with all of them. But he has to struggle to get one of his shows greenlit at these moronic studios. It's ridiculous. Look at, what was it? It was Primal. That was a great show. That was a work of art. Like Primal, I cannot overstate how good Primal was. It did some that you don't really see in animation, you know? No dialogue. It was just they let the action tell the story. You know, and you had to fight to get more seasons of that show made because it was like an anthology. And then he's got the Unicorn Warriors Eternal show. It's not that great, but it's a miracle they even came out because they were fucking around with Cartoon Network that made me so mad, man. It's like the dude is proving himself, and you don't give him a show. We get stuff like Shred Force, obviously well made, obviously tons of work and effort went into this. It's a winning concept. You can sell tons of merch. You can get good ratings, appeal to kids and adults, make this a true family show, and you just go ahead and pass on it so you can make Hamster and Gretel. How fucking ridiculous is that? That is insane to me. That is nuts. That is nuts. Oh, that makes me mad. I didn't mean to go into a rant about this, man, but this is hashtag awesome. This is hashtag awesome. I wish this was in better quality. Just so I could have my own better copy, because it's probably the only time we'll see it. It says 2012 did not distribute. It's flipped, so you can't see it too clearly. But man, it's just so good. Why can't we get good shows like this, man? I can't tell you, they're about to make a grown man cry right now. They're about to make a grown man cry. Like I'm too old for cartoons. I'll be the first to admit it. But why? Why does it have to be this way? Why do we get Hamster and Gretel and Kif and Haley's on It? Why do we get all these terrible derivative shows instead of Shred Force. I gotta look up the story behind Shred Force, man. I may do a whole friggin' PNG tuber video about it, just so people know, man. We gotta bring Shred Force back. We gotta resurrect it from the dead. We gotta get on some fucking Frankenstein shit, man. Oh my god. Okay, whatever. Who gives a shit? Who gives a shit? Who gives a shit? I don't care, guys. I'm not mad. I'm not mad. Yeah. Then Pharrell's guy said never watched it, but I've heard good things about it. So you're just talking about Shred Force. Oh yeah, no, for real. I mean, they don't they don't make merch from their shows. It's fucking retarded because he said this show would have had crazy merch sales. They don't make merch of their shows. Yeah, they don't. It's not the case. I've seen it before, but like for Disney's Wish, for example, for their movies, but for their shows, they don't really do anything. I don't even think they have Moon Girl merch. And if they do, that's all Marvel. That has nothing to do with Disney. So, fuck me. What is it? Then the Marveler says this shit would have been so expensive, but it looks great. It looks fucking fantastic, man. Looks awesome. And yeah, it would have been expensive, but you can make up for that in other ways. I mean, even if you're not turning a profit, which you probably aren't, through the actual show, like there are alternative ways of making money from animation. Just Disney doesn't want to do it because it costs money to make money. Well, shit. If you stop robbing Peter to make Paul, making all those fucking Marvel movies and then pouring it into useless ass fucking cartoons like Kif and Haley's on It and Chibiverse and all the other bullshit they make. God. And then Marvel also said, I don't want to shit on Phineas Ferb creators. That show was so much of a success they just let them make whatever law. Now, you know what? That's true. I will acknowledge that. It's like Milo Murphy's Law. Some people don't like it, and I can understand not necessarily liking Milo Murphy's Law. I thought it was a decent show, and I'm glad that they were able to do what they want for at least a season. Because I think around season 2 they jumped the shark by like Phineas and Ferb. That was stupid. They shouldn't have done that. And the show should have been able to end on its own terms. But the fact that they got a show with a concept as weird as that made, with friggin' Weird Al Yankovic involved, that's fantastic. I love that. Fucking love that. Hamster and Gretel, that's not the case. And it was only Dan Povenmire doing that show too. So, yeah, that was definitely a misfire because he came up with the name of the show before he made the actual show. So, I don't know, what can he do? Then, yeah. No, but you're right, Marveler, bro. And then, Pearl Scott says, you can hear some of the PNG tuber emerging through when he mentions Haley's on It. Haley's on It isn't the one I really hate. I really hate Kif. I can't stand Kif. I think Kif is genuinely one of the worst cartoons ever made. I don't know if it's controversial to say that, but Kif is genuinely one of the worst cartoons ever made. It's like regular show if it sucked. And I know I'm kind of aping someone else's point because someone else made a video like about is Kif Disney's regular show? No, because regular show is actually good, and people will remember regular show fondly. Kif is a show that it's like you have a kid and you buy Disney Plus for your kid, and they watch Bluey, but they watch every single episode of Bluey, and so what happens is Disney, they have like the autoplay. Would you like to watch Kif next? Oh, no, you don't have a choice. They just waste 30 seconds and it starts playing an episode of Kif. And then your kid is lobotomized beyond all belief. And you're stuck in medical debt for the rest of your life trying to figure out what exactly went wrong. And Disney, what's it called? They fucking liquefied their brains and now it's leaking out of their ears. You gotta clean up the mess. Every time they watch the TV, they're like, Kif, Kif, Kif. And I'm like, shut up! I can't take it anymore. I can't stand Kif. I can't stand Kif. That cartoon just makes me so mad. It makes me so mad. I can't take it anymore. I can't do any more videos. I got one more video where I talk about Kif. One more video. That's it. One more video where I talk about Kif. I will never ever do another video on that show again because it sucks and it's so bad. It's just so unimaginably bad. And it's like I can't talk about this with anybody because I look like an idiot whenever I talk about friggin' Kif. You know how sad that is? You know, there's a lot of stuff that you can't talk about with people nowadays, you know? Or else they'll make fun of you. You can't talk about stuff like this. Not just being raked over the coals for being a hater. I am a hater. I'm the biggest Kif hater in the country, man. God, bro. Let me stop. They're gonna get me. They're gonna snipe me through the window, man. Oh my God. Yeah, you can hear some of the PNG tuber emerging through. I don't care enough about Haley's on it to consistently make videos, even though I know it'd give me a ton of views. I hate Kif though. But I flipped a coin back in March 2023. Said if it's heads, I'll be positive. If it's tails, I'll be negative. And somebody saw me get tails, or whichever the positive one was. And so fuck it, I gotta be positive. So fuck it. Anyway, and DG___ said Haley's on it is one of them shows you watch cause it on. Shit, nigga. Yeah, no, I was watching the other day cause it was on, and I realized the character designs in that show are really good. They're pretty good, you know? I'll give them that. It's just the actual writing is complete lobotomized shit, you know? It's a little crazy. It's just, the writing is bad and the animation is worse. Because it's like that stilted animation from overseas. It's kind of like anime animation, except anime is actually pleasant to look at for more than 5 seconds, and stuff like Haley's on, it's just so stilted and computerized. You're like, is this fucking Hanna-Barbera? It's like Hanna-Barbera without any of the charm, you know? It's like if, I don't know if you guys watched the show Blackish, this old freaking sitcom, and back in 2020, they couldn't restart filming in time, so they had like 2 stupid-ass fucking animated specials, where it was like, I think they got like 6-point harness, the Dick Figures guys, to do the animation, and it looked fucking horrible. I don't even think it was 6-point harness. It was probably some fucking cheap lame ass studio in Cali, and it looked really bad. It looked really, really, really fucking bad. But fuck, they made it, and it sucked. So that's kind of what Haley's on it reminds me of. It's not good. It's not good. And my man said VC. Oh, yeah, he's talking about the voice chat we have. Okay. My man, I don't know if you're watching right now, but first of all, you still haven't apologized. And 2, I'm streaming right now. I can't get on the VC because I don't know what anybody's going to say. Like, I've already shown shit on here that I probably shouldn't have shown. I probably shouldn't have shown my final call because now everybody's going to think I'm a... Actually, I don't know what the correct term is, but everyone's gonna think I'm a fucking xenophobe. I showed my final call newspaper, so I've already showed some stuff. I've already showed my dog's kennel lining. I'm in a pretty risky place right now. I've already said some stuff. I'm at risk of getting canceled here because I have the wrong opinions on cartoons. You know, this is a risky business. Also, I mean, yeah, you're in the VC. I can't join the VC because again, it's like. You're the only one in there, but like, bro, I'm streaming to Shred Force. God, some people just don't understand, you know. So let me get my shirt on, dude. Okay, whatever. And for those guys that Hoto's transgender, yeah, that was a weird joke. I'm probably gonna keep using it because it's one of the few times like the PNG tuber all of a sudden turns very liberal. Wink, wink. So, all of a sudden, he turns very liberal, so, makes you wonder, is PNG tuber trans? Already closet homosexual, so, not to imply that has anything to do with being trans. He's not trans, but he's obviously going through some stuff. I don't know if you guys saw that Gambit tweet. Like, Gambit was wearing the crop top and shit. It was, my God, that's all I gotta say. You can tell the type of person who created that show just because a lot of stuff in there. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. Dude has a nice OnlyFans though. All right, Marveler tagged onto that. He said, "Jonathan, you are banging my trans daughter." It's like, Jonathan, you are begging my trans daughter, or something like that. I can't do the Adam Sandler voice. Jonathan, you are begging my trans daughter. Oh my God. Ah, that'd be so funny. I should make Hotel Transylvania, and then it's just like played completely straight. Everybody in the hotel is just transgender, and then Jonathan, he's like cisgender, and he comes in and he's like, "I'm not trans, but I want to get with your daughter because I think she's a lovely woman." And Dracula's like, "No, bitch." They're like, "No, bitch, no. You must go through the trans initiation process or something like that." Oh, it'd be hilarious if like Jonathan was like trans Indian anyway. Then I was like, "Wow, looks like I was an egg or something like that." Yeah, no. Let me move the fuck on. The Marvelous says, "A real talk. I think the biggest shame is how Shred Force's pilot is kind of being held in the vault." No, it's not because I'm showing it. So, yeah, there you go. Man, this is probably the most public exhibition it's ever gotten. I'm just playing it on repeat because the animation looks good, and I got nothing else to show except for this dumb 7D pilot. You know. Oh yeah, and all this other stuff too. I guess we're gonna have to rush through that because it's a fucking hour. Oh, God. But yeah, no, you're right. It's crazy too because Disney, they own the complete rights to this thing and they can get the stream taken down anytime. So big fuck them in advance. But it's like if you aren't doing anything with your IP, you shouldn't be allowed to have it. That's my take. Shit, man, you're just gonna have it and sit on it. How about you release into the public domain, which they never do. So they're just gonna sit on this for however long. This was probably made 2000 into 2010, so the copyright would probably lapse in, the 2100s, the first decade of that century, which is fucking ridiculous because they aren't doing shit with this. And this is a brilliant concept, and it's some great animation, but nobody can like legally use it outside of like criticism or commentary because Disney, they hoard the rights and they're not gonna do anything with it. Fuck. Oh god. And then DG ___ said, "Kif and Haley's Honor are future certified hood classics." I disagree, but I'm not going into that because whenever people mention Kif and Haley's Honor, I think they want me to fucking rant and rave about the show, and I'm not doing that. It's a 7 out of 10 impression of Dracula. Yeah, no, it's tough to sound. It's tough to sound European, and I know if I make fun of them, they come after me. That's why I try not to do too many German impressions. You know, they get up to some stuff. All right, up next we got the 7D pilot. God, I don't want to watch this. I think this is fucking ridiculous. Nigga, shut up. Okay, what to say about the 7D pilot? They are dancing and singing with animation that's somehow better than the show, yet somehow a little worse. And I refuse to play the music. And let's just get this one right out of the way. They canceled, or they passed up Shred Force. They passed up Shred Force. Just so in favor of stuff like the 7D. They passed up Beverly Hills Chihuahua, a younger franchise than friggin' Snow White and the 7 Dirty Hippies. They passed that up. They passed the Beverly Hills Chihuahua so they can make the 7D. Does anybody else see how ridiculous that is? Anybody else see anything wrong with that? This is garbage. I will not show this to my kids because this is lobotomy. I just show them some Shred Force, man. Shred Force is awesome. This is decidedly not awesome. This is decidedly not awesome. Okay? This gets a straight up 3 out of 10. Because I get that people were paid to make this. And I appreciate that. And I get that the show gave people employment. I also appreciate that. I don't appreciate how stuff like Shred Force and Beverly Hills Chihuahua was passed up to make shit like the 7D. Who is making these development decisions? These are terrible! Like, what? Okay, whatever. Then we got the Ghost of Mama Geek pilot. This one may just be, what's it called? Going over the differences between... This is an actual episode of the show. And I guess they adapted it for the show. And see, as you can see, what they have here is pretty similar to the final show. I could boost the voice acting a little bit. Yeah, see, so the voice tracks are pretty much final. They got Dan Schneider as Scratch and Ashley Birch as Molly McGee. So yeah, this is pretty close to what the show ended up being. It's a good 15 minutes. They did take out some stuff. They did shorten it, but it has a good amount of humor. The animatics, it's really just animation at this point. I gotta stop fucking calling it animatics. The visuals are pretty good, very creative, very solid, and no, this I mean shit, it's a lot of fun. Now would I greenlight this over something like Shred Force? No, because look, you can't you can't beat Shred Force. Let's be honest. That was my first time like watching most of it all the way through, and I already know you can't beat that. You can't do better than that. But this is a decently fun show. So as of right now, my ranking would be Shred Force, then Beverly Hills Chihuahua, just for brand integration, because the whole fucking point of Disney consolidating everything to hell and back. Then Molly McGee, then the 70. But there's a wide chasm between Molly McGee and the 70. 70 is like all the way down and in the raptured levels of hell. Molly McGee is up there with the good cartoons. So yeah, man, this is, I don't know, it's pretty solid. I won't play too much of it because this is an actual episode. So yeah, there you go. Fuck, bro, I don't want to talk about the Outhouse one until I guess after Thunderbeards. Take a look at Thunderbeards. Let's see what we got here. Sorry that the aspect ratio keeps fucking up. I'm using the South Korean thing player, and it doesn't agree with me. Okay, I have no idea what this is about. Yeah, let me know if you guys can hear it. Alright, well, it's pretty brash, it's pretty bold. That's solid. And the art style is pretty cool. Again, it's like something you would see at the school book fair, one of those graphic novels that you get. Sort of reminds me of like Captain Underpants, stuff like that. See, this is solid. Let's see, we got some pretty decent animation here. It doesn't even necessarily look expensive. It's like it's expressive, and you can tell it's like cutout rig, but it's still really appealing to look at, and the character designs are great too. And see, yeah, you got, oh, what the fuck? This reminds me of something else too. Oh, literally Hitler. That's what it was. This is one video called freaking Literally Hitler on YouTube. It was like these two kids. One of them had like green hair, and the other one had like red hair. And then their mom was like dating Adolf Hitler. It was like a really fucked up, like weird, grody clone of that Nazi fuck. This kind of reminds me of that because the guy's hair looks. I mean, I can tell it's blue, but I want to say it's green. I might need to get my eyes checked, but yeah, no, this is pretty solid. This is a decent concept, pirates. Have some pretty fun adventures. You can have episodes set on the pirate ship, save some money. You can have them go on like grand adventures. You have some visual gags like that, and like because of how good character designs are, there's not really a boring moment. There's not a boring frame in the episode. This is some really solid shit. And you got a big cast of characters you can relate to. This is probably higher than something like Shred Force, because you can do, I say, a lot more with this premise than Shred Force, and it'd probably be cheaper to make. So this would probably be a guaranteed green light for me. This is some really, really solid shit. Some very solid shit. Look all that shit in his ear. Like a nigga I know. That is the Thunderbeards. I may go back and watch it on my own time. I can't see myself making a video about it, but still. Fuck, bro, they got this fly buzzing around me. I told that bitch. My man said it's just me and the VC, by the way. bro, I am streaming. I am streaming. I am a surgeon. I am a surgeon. No, but seriously, I will join when I'm done. I gotta get through these. Because if I don't talk about it, then literally nobody else will. Because no other, like, YouTubers talking about this. I have to keep ranting and raving about the fucking cartoon tubers. But here's my thing. It's like, why is nobody talking about this? I've seen very few channels talk about these leaks. Or show them. Or acknowledge that they exist. You know, this is the type of shit that makes me a conspiracy theorist. I think that a lot of these cartoon tubers, pardon my French, they are cowardly cucks. Okay? And I don't mean that in like, you know, the really weird sort of bigoted way. What I mean by their cowardly cucks is that these people, they want to work in Hollywood one day. They want to work in the animation industry. And they're like, well, they don't want us talking about leaks because, you know, there's a whole narrative about you can't talk about leaks. Leaks are bad for the industry. Even though leaks are how we get some of the best stuff from the industry, like Shred Force and friggin' Deadpool, bro. Deadpool, that was a leak. The Deadpool movie, that one scene where he like jumps onto the freeway and he's like fighting the bad guys on top of rich Corinthian leather. That was a leak. Probably leaked by the director. Let's be honest. But if that leak never got out and people never got to see it, then we wouldn't have Deadpool. You know, we wouldn't have. Oh my God, man. But nobody wants to talk about it. And I would say it's because there's no money in talking about these leaks. This is awesome. I can think of all the stupid videos you could make about these shows, like Disney's version of How to Train Your Dragon with the Thunderbeards, or like Shred Force, Disney's greatest new action cartoon. You know, although Shred Force, it did kind of remind me of Motor City, and that was a pretty good action cartoon. That's unrelated, but still, man, it's like they won't talk about the leaks because they're like, guys, let's support the official release. There is no official release. This is about as official as it's gonna get. Me talking over the pilots, and I can't even share them because if I do, then Disney's gonna rake me over the coals. Oh my God, man, what is wrong with this industry? What is wrong with this industry? Nobody's wanting to talk about anything, and it's like, here's my thing too. On YouTube. Let me give you some facts here. Let me give you some facts. Okay? As a member of the YouTube Partner Program, I could theoretically make money. I'm not making any money. That's real. No one's giving me any money. But as a member of the YouTube Partner Program, let me tell you, 1,000 views can get you probably at least $500. Well, actually, no, that's not true. 1 million views get you at least $500. That's the case. 1,000 views get you a pretty minuscule amount of money. It can range anywhere from 50 cents to $4. Okay, I saw one guy. His name was Imtash on YouTube. He's not really to the cartoon space, so that's why I wanted to mention him. He did a video that got 240 to 60,000 views, and he made $800, which is extremely impressive. But I guess the demographics just worked out for him. So. Yeah, you can make quite a bit of money on YouTube, let's be honest. And these channels, they're consistently pulling hundreds of thousands of views in the first days. So please tell me, how badly are you spending your money that you are afraid of legal action or of getting the video taken down by Disney? There is nothing more pathetic to me than being afraid of Disney. The idiots running Disney who will pass up shows like this that are fun, good for the whole family, and lucrative, just so they can make some shit like the 7D, or Haley's on It, or Kif, or Hamster and Gretel. It's like, that is the definition of being a cowardly cuck. And I'm calling out all the cartoon tubers who were of sound mind and body, knew about these leaks, and still chose not to talk about them. Because you know who that's really disrespecting? That's disrespecting the creators. That's disrespecting the creators of those leaks. Straight up. Because their work is not getting seen. And they aren't even credited in their own pilots. That's weird to me, isn't it? You know what? Let me do something real quick. All the pilots we got over today. We got over Beverly Hills, Chihuahua, cartoon pilot. Let's look this shit up. We're calling everybody out today. We're going to show some love. Alright, according to Disney Wiki, this show Beverly Hills Chihuahua It's created by Tad Stones. Worked on Darkwing Duck, Chippendale Rescue Rangers, and Jake and the Neverland Pilots. Solid shit. Okay. Nice work. Solid cartoon. Good for the whole family. Shred Force. Who the fuck made Shred Force? Who made this shit? Shred Force pilot. Sorry for all the dead air, but I really do want to. I want to show everybody the roses, cause this is fantastic. Said it was directed by Matt Danner. Matt Danner, apparently. Is that the case? Oh, okay. So the pilot for Shred Force was from 2010. Oh my god! Oh my god! Fuck, it was good, but man, we were fucking robbed. What is this show? Thunderbeards. You already know who made the 7-day. I'm not looking that shit up. The Thunderbeards, bro. Bro, what the fuck? Yeah, the Thunderbeards. He was pilot, isn't he? Let's check this shit out. It was Fuck, nigga, I can't find it. Fuck. Oh well. Fuck, man, whatever. I'm gonna put it in the description later. But even still, like, this is some fantastic shit, and it just goes to the wayside. It's fucking ridiculous. Oh my god. Anyway. Then Froscott said, the 7D used to be my shit back then. So here's my thing. The 7D, I already had a hate boner for it. I really don't like that show. Because it used to come on Disney XD, and it was interrupting all my favorite cartoons. That's why I didn't like it. I wasn't the biggest fan of it. So I'm glad you liked it, but I just think that other shows should have gotten a chance. And like you said, they passed up Peak for Peak. That's true. I mean, that's how it is sometimes. So if they thought they could make more money or like get more views with like the 7D, fine, okay, whatever. But stuff like the Thunderbeards and Shred Force, I think that probably deserve more of a chance. Let's be honest. I think those were done pretty dirty, and Disney won't do a single thing with them. So if we wanted to make our own version, we can't because they're hoarding the rights like rats, like little ratas. And DG underscore said literally no one gives a shit about 7 BBC. What the fuck are you talking about, nigga? Talking about 7 BBC? Like it's not a fucking Metro Boomin' beat. Get the fuck out of here with that. And Marvel thought I was talking about Dan Schneider. I said Dana Snyder, the dude who plays Scratch on Ghost of My McGee. Yeah, no, I'm not talking about fucking Dan Schneider, but yeah, you were corrected, man. I'm talking about that nigga. Dude was creepy as fuck. Marla said, I love the slight scratchiness of the characters' outlines. Yeah, no, personally, I love that. And like, shit like the Thunderbeards. It's done pretty well in the Thunderbeards. Probably the second best I've seen it done, because Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur does the exact same thing. And so does Legends of Chamberlain Heights. I love that show. I know a lot of people don't, but I thought those were pretty fantastic. Uses of that art style, except Moon Girl just had better animation. Oh, and here is the Owl House pilot. Now, what do I say about this? There's really not much to say, but I will go over some of the major changes. In the original pilot, Luz is she's brought into like the magical world in like a really weird way. So like she follows an owl into like an abandoned house, which I guess name of the show. And in this case, she's like from day one, she's like lusting after Amity. I think that was probably the way to do it. That was probably a much more convincing way to get her there. But then you couldn't set up the thing to where Amity doesn't like her, and then Luz has to like pine after her. Or I guess maybe not. There were better ways to set that thing up, and I think the way they did in the show eventually was fine. But I just like the way it's done here better. And obviously, I have faith in the crew of the Owl House. I mean, they obviously changed some things. And again, fuck man, I trust their judgment. Where the fuck is? There we go. I trust their judgment, and they made the changes for a reason. Let me just put it like that. I'm repeating myself. They made changes for a reason, and the show is ultimately still good. It's just this pilot shows what could have been, you know. Fucking skill kissing a caterpillar. What the fuck? Yeah, this is very good, and this one's a lot more technical too. So obviously, this one had a bit more work put into it because on stuff like the Ghost of Mama McGee pilot, you didn't really have all these like colored directions and shit, telling them how the characters were supposed to move and like the camera shakes and all that shit. And fuck, I remember I was watching this a couple weeks ago, fucking laid up in bed, and I got where'd I get to? I think I got to about here. Well, actually, no, I don't think she had gotten to the school yet, but yeah, no, this is oh man. Okay, literally, I could just sit here and watch this all day because I fucking love the Owl House. Love this show so much. So I guess I'll move on. But that was like the major change they made. Just Amity and Luz's relationship was different in the actual show. No real development in the first episode, but they expand on it later on. I think it was, I don't know. They made creative choices they wanted to, and it worked out in the end. So I ain't gonna trip, but the pilot is pretty different. I want you guys to go seek it out, because, man, fuck Disney. Just fuck Disney. And very important house pilot. This is one I really wanted to get to. This is one I think you guys will find interesting. This one was co-created by the guy who did Invader Zim. His name is Jonen Vasquez. He's mostly known for Invader Zim. Yeah, underrated, but he also did the character designs for Randy Cunningham Ninth Grade Ninja, which surprised the shit out of me. But actually, we have the pilot right here for Randy Cunningham, and if it'll, yeah, it fucks up the aspect ratio again, of fucking course. But yeah, look at this. Before, I guess, Jonan Vasquez came in and did the new character designs, the show looked like this, which is really, really weird. But I don't know. I mean, I think overall the content is still the same. Get rid of that shit. I don't know if that showed up on stream. Okay. Anyway. But yeah. Now back to Very Important House. This pilot isn't particularly good. The plot isn't really. It's kind of bad. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you that it's good, but there is a bit of an animated segment at the end. I had like a creative segue into it, and yeah, I'll just show you. I think it would have been a nice show to look at, but I think in terms of actually watching it long term, that would not have happened, at least in my case. Yeah, look at this. This is some pretty solid animation. I mean, nothing is really going on, but it looks good. It looks fluid, and it's a lot better than a lot of the janky and stilted bullshit that you get from a lot of Disney shows like Kif and Haley's on it. And Hamster and Gretel, and I'm mentioning the same goddamn shows over and over again because they do have stilted and janky animation, because they're done overseas by the fucking South Korean and I guess some Japanese studios, but they don't have the art styles to actually make that obviously limited animation work. And you can't say it's limited because it's not Kino or whatever. We can't talk about how bad the animation is. We just say puppet rig animation bad, frame by frame good. And in reality, it's not that simple. Because the frame by frame is usually dog shit. That's not the point. Yeah, these were animated segments of Very Important House. I think Jonan Vasquez on his Twitter, if that's how you say his name. Yeah, he actually posted one of these clips. If I can find it. Yeah, here we go. It was this one. And there's music that I cannot play, but just look at the lighting here, man. This is fucking fantastic. And this is a lot of shit that you can only do while you're actually drawing the animation. I'm sorry, I don't fucking know how animation works, but these aren't a lot of this. This isn't just like After Effects tricks. This is stuff you have to like think through, and so yeah, no, this wouldn't have been a solid show. Main character has a nice design, and so yeah. I mean, personally, I wouldn't. When it comes to the last two things we looked at, the Owl House pilot and the very important House pilot, I'll say personally, I wouldn't pick any of these shows over Shred Force, but I do think that they had potential. I do think they have potential, and they did definitely deserve a chance to be made. Owl House and Very Important House. I guess you only have one show with the name House in it, and since Hugh Laurie isn't in either of them, you got to go with the one with the shorter title. So, if I had to choose between Owl House and Very Important House, I'd say Owl House, just because there are a lot of things about that show that I find agreeable. I won't go into all of them now, but I don't know. I think overall, the Owl House has had more cultural impact, even in this era when cartoons are designed to have as little fucking cultural impact as possible, because the network just sabotages them. It's freaking ridiculous. Whatever. Anyway, moving on from Very Important House, we go to Wander Over Yonder pilot. Oh my god, bro. You're fucking up with the aspect ratio. Okay, so I assume this is fully animated, because there's an animatic version that's like 10 seconds shorter, but I think it's just the nature of timing. Excuse me. But this is a little bit different, actually, because the animatic opened with Wander and the horse like bounding over the distance. Yeah, the animation is pretty good. I forget who did this show. Was it Craig McCracken? Oh no, animation's pretty good though. Oh, and they got like the fucking Mickey Mouse gloves on the eyes. Oh my god, this okay, well they aren't playing any music, so I guess I can play the audio. Alright. Yeah, here we go. This is part from the original fucking animatic. The concept for the show has always been weird to me. It always seemed like just a way for the creator to make like a fucking alien fantasy show. And I guess it worked out. I guess he got to make the show he wanted. But it was a little weird. It's just about a guy going around helping people. Like, how do you make a show out of that? But I guess he did, because this got picked up for a full show. I don't know why it got picked up over something like Shred Force, but I don't know. Fuck, it happened. You got the horse. Ugh. I'm glad they changed her design. She looks a little weird in the full show, but she looks still looks a bit strange here. Yeah. Oh. nigga knocked a 40 out of his hand. That's how you do it. Okay, anyway, moving on to Amphibialand pilot. Please be the right video. Yeah, it's the right video. This is 15 minutes long. I'm not watching all 15 fucking minutes of this, because this is pretty similar to the full show, and the full version of Amphibia pisses me off at this point, because it is really just not my kind of show, and I watched it for so long. I was watching like every day when it came out in 2019. Was not exactly worth it. And like, it's weird too, because this is a situation where the animatic for the show looks better than the actual show, because again, Amphibia used that really weird stilted animation, and to me that's sort of a cheat. If you use like stilted, janky animation that straight up looks lifeless, because when, like I said, the art style can never seem to support it, because this is America and we don't draw like friggin' anime where everything's detailed and looks pretty. And what they do is, like, sometimes they have these scenes where the characters actually move naturally, like during fight scenes and stuff, and it's kind of pandering, isn't it? Because It's like, oh well, the show's full of this bad animation, but at the end of the show, we're gonna have these sequences that we made one of the animators in America do. I'm like, well, so you could have been doing that the whole time, except it's just you didn't want to pay anybody in America to do it. Like, what the fuck? It's fucking ridiculous. I guess that's how the old animation industry works. It's like, don't do it in America. Just send it overseas. It's not like people overseas will ask for decent wages. Nah, no sirree, Bob. Don't worry about that. This is the only country that matters. Fucking ridiculous. Which, I mean, of course, obviously, I'm fucking paraphrasing. That's what these companies say. Personally, I would try to do as much shit in America as possible, because, like, first of all, when it's done, I don't know. I'm not going to say when it's done in America, it necessarily looks better. But when it's done in America, you have to pay. When it's done overseas, there's not as much of an incentive to pay, you know? And so it just ends up looking like crap, man. Because you don't have to pay as much to the artists. And artists deserve to be paid, but fucking ridiculous. Okay, what was it? Oh, Country Club. Yeah, Country Club. This is a PNG tuber joke right here. This is you guys can't see it because it's flipped. I might flip it around for a second. Country Club. That's 2 C's. If I could add a K, that could be a very funny joke. I'm still writing it in my head as we speak. Bro, what we got? I'm not watching all this. I'm sorry. I can barely fucking stand this show. It looks pretty similar to the final thing. Like Cricket and Remy are still friends, and oh yeah, they're trying to launch chickens into space. The fuck? It's kind of prescient with the movie coming up. Yeah, I mean, Big City Greens is a solid show. Turns into fucking Baltimore. Yeah, no, Big City Greens. It's a solid show. So I really can't trip. There is a certain level of creativity, because I know this is based on one of the actual episodes that I have seen. So yeah, you know what? Big City Greens, it gets a fair shake. I put it on the same level as something like the Owl House and Very Important House, to where I wouldn't prioritize it as much as something like what's it called? Beverly Hills Chihuahua or Shred Force if I was an executive. But I mean, this is pretty solid. I mean, personally, I can't really knock it. This is good work. I'll give them that. Move on to the Disney variety show. But first, let's take a look at some chats. I'm sorry, you guys had to be subjected to that random ass bullshit showing up on the screen for no fucking reason. Just switch to the next plate. What we got? Fuck, let me turn it to desktop audio. All right, you got some more messages. DG__. Yeah, and I was bitching about the other cartoon tubers. They said everybody's too busy crying about Velma. Yeah. No, like, what the fuck? I saw that on Twitter. It wasn't as bad as it was the first time around, because the second seasons of shows are inherently less popular. But I think it's over for Velma. They were lucky to get that second fucking season. And people they've got to stop hate watching shit. Because even then, Velma Season 2, it probably didn't get enough views to actually be, like, what's the word? To be, like, renewed for a third season. But, man, it sure as fuck was doing well on HBO Max. I don't know why. Because it's shit. But, I don't fucking know. Alright, what else we got? He said, yeah, it's died down. It's died down because there's no fucking money in talking about it anymore. The thing to talk about now is wacky cartoons like Mr. Bertram. Look at Mr. Bertram. He's a real maverick, isn't he? Mr. Bertram is not your average teacher. He's going a bit rogue. Some dumb bullshit like that. And look, I get it. I'm doing a Mr. Bertram review. I showed myself making the project in Premiere, but look, here's my thing. when I talk about Mr. Burcham, I'm being satirical about it. Firstly, I think Mr. Burcham is... I don't agree with it politically. Let's put it like that. You know, and if it was a kid's show, I'd be straight up calling it propaganda unironically. So, really, I wouldn't have anything to say about Mr. Burcham outside of a passing reference like, conservatives can make a cartoon about as well as they can run a country. Which, I mean, I know, like, if you're on the right side of the political aisle, and that pisses you off, just take a look at this current administration. You can't fucking pretend that these are real fucking liberals. But let me stop. This is not a political stream. I'm not Destiny. I haven't tried drugs lately. Not like him. He fucking tries them every time he goes on camera. That nigga. But yeah, man, it's like outside of that, I wouldn't talk about Mr. Burcham. But I have to talk about it in a satirical show where the PNG tuber's filleting it, and literally, let me just spoil the episode for you. The main joke of the episode is that he keeps doing the stupid ass cheeky smile. It's like, all like mischievous. It's like, fuck, you guys know what I'm talking about. Where he's like smiling. He's got one eye up. He's doing the fucking DreamWorks face. There was a PNG tuber movie that'd probably be on the poster. It's just so bad. And it's so bad. And it's like, I don't know. It's so bad that anything I make about Mr. Burcham will be bad. Because who cares? Who cares about Mr. Burcham? Who cares about the liberal, like Carponzi? Who cares? Like, what? It's just straw man after straw man after straw man. And they make the main character a stupid conservative. What's the point? This is literally a show that a liberal would make to make fun of conservatives. Like, no, seriously, if I worked for the Daily Wire and they said, Jarvis, here is $100,000, do with it as you wish, just make us a cartoon, I would probably make Mr. Burcham, I'd make him seem like even more of an asshole, you know, aside from the fact that he gets like free labor from his students because he's not allowed to teach them anymore because he wasn't following school rules. First of all, that reminds me of my high school days, and second of all, it's like, could you make a character any less likable than that? He's getting fucking day laborers that can't even speak English. Like, and it's not even for a legitimate reason. It's to fix his patty. Let me stop. I'm talking about the actual fucking episode. It doesn't deserve to be talked about more than it needs to. And I'm talking about it way too much. Okay, fuck. Okay, let's read some more of the messages. Fuck, and then Bro Scott said, I'm gonna be honest, season 2 of Velma wasn't even that bad. Everyone is entitled to their own opinion. I mean, the first season was pretty bad, so I don't know if you can actually get much worse than that. The first season was so bad, and some of the stuff in there was so messed up, I was worried the FBI was gonna show up outside my house and ask me, so let's take a look at your search history on HBO Max, brother. What you got there, Jay? And Marlo said, leaks are definitely okay when it's a project that never gets greenlit. Oh, fuck, I said that 30 fucking minutes ago. I mean, the point you respond to, you made a good point, Marveler. Nah, you're right, dog. It's like people work on this shit for, honestly, years. Months is being animated, and then it gets out and it's shown to a boardroom full of clueless executives, and they see it and they decide not to fund the project. That's not right. So if me showing Shred Force in its entirety multiple times, which might not be the most legal thing, I was commenting on it, might not be the most legal thing, but at least somebody's getting to appreciate the work that people did on it. Fuck, man, that's all I'm trying to say. Like, personally, and let me just put it this way: if my shit got leaked and it wasn't finished, I'd probably be pissed. I'd probably wonder, how are you getting access to a system that's not connected to the internet, or at least my drive is connected to the internet? Like, I'll be asking some questions then. But if it was like something that I had made, it was finished, but I just never got to release it, fuck, why would it being leaked? Like, it's like what is this? It's the Destiny tuber, that fucking PNG to a ripoff series I was making. Real quick, it was just like a people people weren't watching it on this channel, and I did the show with someone else. Like I co-own the show. Oh really? I hold no claim to it anymore. So I co-owned the show, and I went to the other dude who co-produced it with me, and I was like, bro, my fans, they don't want this shit. This is not what they subscribe for. They're not subscribed for Destiny content. That was fun to make, but it wasn't really viable on my channel. So I said, hey, let's put it on your channel. I was like, okay. And at the same time, there was an episode in the queue that was supposed to come out. That episode will probably never be released because I don't want to put it on my channel, because literally at this point the only way I can release it, the people would actually watch it. There are rights issues with that, and I can't do that. Which I would go deeper into, but I won't, because that's a different announcement I need to make. But yeah, I can't release it through my end unless I fucking buy the rights to the episode, and I don't want to fucking buy the rights to the episode because it's so fucking cheap. Well, let me put it this way: the episode is so worthless that I think it would probably cost more with the bank transaction fees than to actually fucking buy it outright. Buy the rights to that one fucking episode so I can upload it to the channel like a members only thing. Even then, I don't like to do that. And I don't know, man. But if something like that got leaked, I'd be fine. Cause for one, I should only be like 50% mad about that because I only own 50% of the show. And two, it's like I worked hard on that. You know, even if it never ended up getting released, I worked hard on it, and I still think the people should see it. You know, I mean, the biggest hypocrite in the world because I don't release shit all the time, but man, I don't know. I'm tripping. But yeah, no, that's situation. Yeah, leaks are good in certain circumstances, in certain situations. So yeah, let me get through the rest of these. Frail Scott said 70 ain't that bad. Everyone is entitled to their own opinion. No, I'm just playing. I mean, my thing is, when it was on Disney XD, there was other shit I would have rather been watching. I would have been watching DuckTales, the reboot, or I would have rather been watching friggin' Billy Dilly Super Duper Subterranean Summer. I would have rather been watching those mesothelioma ads. No, I'm just playing. That's fucked up. Isn't it weird? They were playing like mesothelioma ads on Disney XD. And mesothelioma, that's one of the nastiest, like craziest cancers you can get. You know, and that's always been weird to me, right? It's like this horrible cancer you can get that like infects your lungs from like asbestos exposure, and they're advertising that to kids. I never understood that, and I had to look up what mesothelioma was, and I'm like, what the fuck? It's like cancer. It's like, what kids are working in the asbestos mines? Well, if they're watching Disney XD, then something's clearly wrong. So they probably were in a hazardous occupation. Let's be real. Fuck. What else we got? We got DG ___ says horse and blackface. Nigga, I have no idea what you're talking about, but thank you for the message. Then we got. Did you say it again? Is deaf pandering? Yeah, no, it is. It is pandering. I forget what you're talking about because I'm sort of yapping right now, and I really need to get back to fucking reacting to this shit. And Bro Scott said, I left stream for a bit, but I'm back. Well, welcome back. You didn't miss much. It's just me yapping my ass off. And Bro Scott said, Mr. Bertram looks so generic. Yeah, because the show was fucking horrible. I tell you, it's not that bad. You know, I'm saying it. I think it's fucking horrible in the way that the Emoji Movie is horrible. So like, it's actually just standard bad, but what it represents is something that I think literally everybody should be opposed to, whether you're a fan of animation or just entertainment in general. I think you should be against Mr. Bertram because it is agenda-driven entertainment. It was created with a political agenda, and you can't deny this. I don't care what side of the aisle you're on. It is designed because all the other cartoons were so woke that the Daily Wire needed to make their own. That's the perception. And it's terrible. It's asinine. And then the people that the show's supposed to appeal to, they make these friggin' YouTube shorts and they talk about, y'all, I've been avoiding TV. You know, my husband / cousin, he's been out working on the fields lately, and I was watching a little bit of Daily Wire Plus, you know, using my little fraudulent Social Security disability check to watch me some Daily Wire Plus, and girl, I saw. Well, they don't sound like that. They aren't speaking Ebonics. They're speaking white trash. Or They're talking that jive, and like, man, I saw on the Daily Wire they had a show called Mr. Bertram. I'm like, oh, I love cartoons, I love Family Guy. So I watched it and I thought it was Family Guy. I get to the second episode and the guy is gay. Man, the show went woke. She said the show went woke. This is an anti-woke cartoon. So if you're trying to appeal to anti-woke people and they're calling it woke, it's over for you. Because the minute you include anything from the real world, they go insane. That woman couldn't handle the fact that, man, they're bringing the real world into this. Nigga, that leaves me speechless. That leaves me speechless. These people have never had a real experience in their entire lives. And it is ridiculous. I just don't understand these people. It's like they aren't actually living. They're like sheep. They're like cattle. It's like in that one book, 1984. They're called the proles, and they're idiots. I guess in a way we're all proles, unless you're part of the political system or you work for the government or whatever. Then you'd be in a different caste. But just being a pro, being a sheep, doing nothing but bowing down to an agenda. What? And you're complaining about wokeness in a cartoon that's designed to be anti. Oh, let me stop. Oh my God, I could go on about this all night. But we gotta wrap this shit up, nigga. We gotta wrap this shit up. Man, but that's the audience of the Daily Wire Plus, and those are the people that are eventually gonna find the Mr. Bertram video. They're gonna be like, the PNG really gave a really great anti-woke review. I'm like, go Elon Musk yourself, bro. Go Elon Musk yourself. That's all I gotta say. And DG___ said that shower scene in Velma. Yeah, no, that's the type of shit that gets you put on watch list. It's crazy. It's crazy, because if I'm going to be honest, when I first saw that, and I was really ready to click off that fucking episode when I was watching it on the fucking Cartoon Pirate site. When I was watching that, I wasn't thinking about this is the type of stuff that gets you put on watch list. When I was watching that, I wasn't thinking about it. When I watched the new SML episode, with an episode called John F. Kennedy, where a doll's head gets shot off while they're taking a, I guess, lunch dinner date to Dallas, Texas, and they have shots that looks like the friggin' Zapruder film. That's type of stuff I say, oh, they get you put on the FBI watch list. But when it's Hollywood, and when they're doing downright Epstein, Diddy, R. Kelly stuff, like that shower scene in Velma, you immediately think, oh, well, they're immune to that. The FBI, I don't want to say they fund a lot of the crap they put in these Hollywood movies, but if they were trying to cause suicides among intelligent people, like they were trying to get MLK to kill himself, then I think watching most of this shit that Hollywood farts onto the theaters, I think that's probably a good way to make you suicidal. Anyway, yeah, no, you're right. Oh, by the way, go watch the new SML video, John F. Kennedy. It's one of the funniest things they did in a while, and it's mostly because they left the red couch. And what they did was disrespectful. Let me make that clear. And I don't want to make this an SML thing, but what they did was disrespectful. Okay, John F. Kennedy, he was a great president, and it's a shame that his vice president had him killed. Oops. It's a shame what happened to him, but the fact that they went through the effort of pulling out the PT Cruiser and pulling out the Zapruder film, and actually having shot him, can't get his head blown off, that was creative, and I'm glad Logan did that. He probably won't do anything as interesting as that for another year or so, because it's like every odd numbered year, SML is good. Every even numbered year, SML is complete dog shit, and it has not been good this year. It has been really bad. It's been really bad. But we're not talking about SML. Philly Jack Anime said, FAO Billy Dilly. And mesothelioma. Don't forget about mesothelioma. And then DG___ said, the Wonder Pilot. What the fuck is that? I was like, who the heck is that dude? There you go. And then DG___ said, Hick excellent. Daily Wire betrayed us. Man, Daily Wire. I thought they were going to open my horizons, man. I could finally start dating outside the family. But now, Daily Wire, they led me astray. Might have turned to a black Muslim after this. Start reading about some Final Call. Oh my god. Let me stop. Okay, let me boost the desktop audio. Get this shit on. What the fuck is this? Okay, this is the Disney variety show. I'm not gonna subject you to the first couple seconds of this because this looks freaking terrible. If I'm gonna keep it a buck 50 with y'all. What is this? Oh, it was like different Disney characters and like a stupid art style. Yeah, this kind of desperate, isn't it? This show title. What? It's called Title. Okay, you got Chip and Dale and all these random ass like Disney animation characters. Title. The show is called Title. This is not getting made. I want to make that very clear. This show is not getting made under my watch. If you couldn't even name a show, but you were creative enough to create little segments around the letters, yeah, your show isn't getting made. I'm sorry. Can you at least come up with a? Clearly, they got Jim Cummings through the voice of Pete the Cat. It's appreciable. I think that's Pete the Cat. I don't know. Oh, and then the Chipmunks. Chip and Dale. Rescue Rangers. And they're stealing a TV. What the fuck is this, Baltimore? Oh, I guess they're down here just chilling. I mean, you can go ahead and eat all that nigga's food, but yeah, see me, you can eat that nigga's food, but he gonna notice you. Excuse me, I don't know why I moved the fucking mic. You guys can hear that. I'm sorry. Excuse me. Okay, I guess this is a variety show. Does anything interesting actually happen, or is it like one of those variety shows like Kimmel, or not even Kimmel? Kimmel's interesting, like Fallon, where you're just waiting for things to happen. I guess Tigger's getting a haircut. Okay, oh my god. Oh, I guess that was a funny interstitial. Okay, and we got this right here. I guess Chip and Dale are karate masters. I'm not gonna play this shit. I'm sorry, man. I can't do this because we're already not making this show. I think if I was a development executive and I take a real nigga here. You got a fucking lowrider living life like a fucking game song. I think if the whole show was just that, then I'd probably greenlight it. Sadly, it is not. This will probably be entertaining to kids, and there is good brand synergy. But even then, this doesn't go above something like the fucking Thunderbeards. This is still fundamentally fucking stupid. And like, why you got these like random characters like fucking Lilo and Stitch? Like, I don't. Guess this made this a little more Stitch merch. I don't fucking know. Whatever. Moving on to Dog and Frog and aspect ratio. Fucks up again. Okay, what we got, Chief? What we got? Dog and Frog. Okay. This is really fucking stupid. I'm sorry. I mean, it looks like the main chick from Primos, bro. What the fuck is that? Kind of looks like, kind of reminds me of Clarence, but with literally nothing interesting about it. This shit goes at the bottom, man. Like, what kind of, like, some shit they came up with, like, right on the fly. I'm sorry. Oh, you got Martian soap? What the fuck is this? They actually animated this one. I guess she's, like, schizophrenic. Did you say skibbity toilet? Okay, so I guess... Oh, I guess it's like Doug, where, like, the main character is a white skin tone and everybody else is, like, a different color. And then he's green. What the fuck? Everybody here have arsenic poisoning. She's embarrassed, but she glows. That's her crush, guys. And she went in the men's bathroom. That would okay. Look. I'm not on no like xenophobic shit. But genuinely, if I saw this in the pitch where she went into the guy's bathroom, I would be so fucking frightened because you already know there'd be like a whole controversy about her walking into the boys' bathroom when she's a girl. And again, I'm not on no xenophobic shit. I don't care, but that's one of those things you gotta worry about. Firstly, I don't give a shit, but if my ass was on the line and they put that in the show, and then the conservatives come out and say, they're promoting trans, they're promoting girls in the men's restroom, even though that never happens. Literally, what women are trying to go into the men's restroom? If your issue was that trans men are going to the men's restroom, it doesn't matter because they're still men. It's so fucking ridiculous to me. That was all controversy back in the day when I was in like 7th grade. And I was like, nobody gives a shit. I don't care if I'm in a bathroom with a trans person. They're making me look at their stuff. No, I don't care. Like, what the hell? You're obsessed with the wrong shit, man. Maybe I'm obsessed with it because I'm stressing over it being in this show. I can already tell you that would be an issue. And the fact that this show didn't get made, there was obviously some kind of problem. Fuck. I don't know. Oh no, we got a message from DG __. He said, "Wander over yonder pilot." Oh yeah. We looked at that one a little bit. I'm not the biggest fan of Wander Over Yonder. People keep suggesting it to me, and I can never get into the show. Like even when I was little. So, I mean, I recognize that it's a solid show, and it gave Craig McCracken work. So I'll at least give it that. I think Kid Cosmic was probably better in the end. Yeah. Stop yapping. Better going into the fucking girls' bathroom. Oh, everybody's green because it was what the fuck was it? It was on Mars. Okay, Martian Soap 2111. So I assume this is from 2011. Created by Alvaro Seppi and Carlos Belacher. All right. Show some roses. Oh, and her name's Aurora. Like what the fuck is it? Little Sleeping Beauty. Yeah, this animation kind of sucks. But at least it's animated. Although I think if they kept this style, it could have been somewhat charming. I'll give it that. Well, at least the Martians are being nice to her, but I'm confused. It's like, are the Martians, are they aliens or are they like evolved humans or some shit? Oh, she had it out for her. Ooh, that sneaky bitch. Okay. Oh, and they're in a bubble, so I guess it's like soap. I guess it was like Tron, or like worse animation. Oh, and they can't afford to actually show action. It looks like fucking a rejected Cyber Chase episode. And I guess the whole episode is just them fighting or whatever. And this is a shorter one too, because it's like they actually animated it, so it's only like 5 minutes long. It's not keeping my interest to watch it. So this is above some like Dog and Frog. I don't know what the fuck Dog and Frog was, but that was some weird shit. That was some other shit. Okay, Gravity Falls. Oh man, fucking love Gravity Falls. This was my shit back in the day. I was like replaying the theme song over and over again. I was like uncovering all the secrets too. Yeah. Nah, man. I'm just gonna play this out for the sake of, this being, I guess, an archive of these pilots with my asinine takes interjected. But Gravity Falls is a really solid show. You already know what this show is about. The water tower blew up. Ah, joke stolen for Frozen. Coming soon. That was a good one. Fucking love Gravity Falls. And the last one is Randy Cunningham, Ninth Grade Ninja. If you want to go, I don't blame you, because I'm probably just going to skip through this. I'm not watching all this shit. But as you can see, the art style was different. The animation was a little bit better. It was a lot more expressive. It reminds me of like something they have on like Shorty McShort shorts, those old fucking Disney, I think like pilot program they had. Yeah, it was pretty solid. I do think they benefited from Jonan Vasquez's character designs, made it a lot more memorable. Because if this is what the show looked like, I would not remember it as fondly. Even though the animation is technically better, I think a more limited style with the sort of Invader Zim aesthetic was a lot better. But you can still tell like which character is which. You got like Randy and his obese friend, his name Howard Wienerman, weird ass name. We got like they still had like all the voice acting too, and then they had a white woman. I don't remember the white woman being in the show. They got a fucking popping vein, and we got this sweet nigga right here. Yeah, no, this is pretty badass, man. And they actually bothered to animate all of it. I didn't even mention that. They animated all of it, and it's like 12 minutes long. So clearly, they were always gonna make this. The art style is a pretty big change, though, and I'm not exactly sure what had happened. I assume that Jonan Vasquez guy was working at Disney at the time, because I don't think he was fucking with Nick, and I assume he was developing Very Important House at the same time. I'm not sure, but his contribution to this show was definitely felt, because it made everything a lot more memorable. So yeah, this is solid shit. Like Randy Cunningham, Ninth Grade Ninja. The name is stupid. You either should have called it like Randy Cunningham or Ninth Grade Ninja. Probably Ninth Grade Ninja, because you don't need to have the nigga's name in front of the title. I don't know who the fuck Randy Cunningham is, but yeah, with a different title and with a different art style, I think. I don't know. I think people remember it pretty fondly today. Only thing I would change is the title. Even then, this art style isn't too bad, so I'm not going to trip over it. Yeah. I think with that, those were all the pilots. That was, let me read them out. Beverly Hills Chihuahua, Shred Force 7D, Ghost of Mama Gee, Thunderbeard's Owl House, Very Important House, Wander Over Yonder animated pilot, Amphibia Land pilot, Big City Greens pilot, Disney Variety Show pilot, Dog and Frog pilot, Martian Soul pilot, Next Time on Gravity Falls pilot, Randy Cunningham, Ninth Grade Ninja pilot. Let me say right now, my favorite one was probably, let me think, probably Shred Force. I get down with some Shred Force. I wish it was leaked in higher quality, but I think it's a blessing that we even got what we did, because Disney, they're stingy with this shit, bro. They would never put something like that out for the public, because then people might start asking critical questions like, why did you greenlight shit like Kif and Haley's on it and Hamster and Gretel over awesome shows like Shred Force, or honestly the Thunderbeards, or Very Important House, or what the fuck was that last one? Fucking what the fuck else was it? Fucking Martian Soap even would have been better. I was, with how poor Disney's decision making is, I'm surprised they didn't fucking greenlight Dog and Frog with that uninteresting ass bullshit. I don't know, that's life. Say la vie. What you gonna do? But yeah, mostly everybody's gone now. I don't blame you. This got kind of old really quick. But yeah, before I let you go, just want to say thank y'all for watching. You got some big announcements coming in the next couple of days. Fuck, bro, I really got to get to doing this fucking Mr. Bertram episode, and I'm gonna make an effort. That's the only thing I'm gonna work on tonight, because I get distracted and I get on like calls and shit. But I'm definitely gonna make an effort to actually get the Mr. Bertram episode out. So yeah, that's all she wrote, y'all. There's nothing more for me to say. I'm stalling at this point. Let me finish my sandwich and get this episode out, and I will see you guys in the next stream, which will be tomorrow, because because I got a buddy of mine, and we're gonna tear shit up. So yeah, man, let's do it. Oh wait, okay, my man says I'm back. No wait, VC. Okay, bro, I gotta finish it. Bro, if you wanted the VC, we should have done this for the live stream, because you know I gotta stream. I gotta please the fans with some other than political yelling and screaming. Well, conservative political. This one had a lot of libtard yelling and screaming. Like I got to keep the watch time up too. So this is a conversation that we need to have later. But I am actually gone now, guys. Please take care. Hopefully I will see you tomorrow at 5 or 6, but I probably won't, because I know a lot of you are in different time zones and are probably doing shit around 5 or 6. So go ahead and make your money, get your bitches, get motion, and more diecast content coming soon. I will talk to you all later, and I will see you in the next PNG tour video, which will be the next upload. I'm not uploading anything until the Mr. Bertram episode comes out. Okay? I don't care if the world ends. It'll be the end of Voyage Arts YT if I can get that Mr. Bertram video out. Trust. Because this one cartoon tuber already did a video on it, and I gotta be the very best, like no one ever was. Destroying all the lame niggas is my true test. Something. Now we switch to fucking EDM music. That's not playing. What the fuck? There we go. Alright, peace.